issue with Helton. Someone, I don't remember how I got his video. I think someone sent it to me just because I'm a nurse, and they were laughing and saying, actually, I think they asked me, can someone die, about the whole oxygen thing. And I laughed about it. I thought it was funny. That's all, and all of a sudden now I'm a terrorist and I'm giving aid
You
and
think
comfort.
it's funny about somebody almost dying? Yeah, I unblocked you so I could hear you. You're telling me it's funny that someone almost died.
She didn't almost die from her oxygen.
Honey, would you please come here? Please come here.
Oh my God.
Here's an idea. I'll tell you what. Why don't you do this? Why don't you apologize to this woman for
I have nothing to apologize for
her.
Nope. I have nothing to apologize for.
You have nothing to apologize for.
Nope.
Even though we've got your comments on damn near every one of these hate videos, but you're not going to apologize to this woman for ruining her life. You're not going to apologize.
Andrea.
Get up. You got to get up. Get here. Right there.
I'm sorry that I laughed about you squeezing your husband's nose. I'm sorry I left a comment.
That ain't the only fucking comment. What about the comments about her cerclage? The comments about her cerclage and the comments about her rupture. I want an apology, damn it.
Well, you're not getting one for something I didn't do. Damn it.
You didn't. Oh, you didn't do it. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't.
Andrea, I said that you could not die if someone turned off your oxygen, sweetheart.
Did someone turn off your oxygen in the hospital room? Is that not true?
I heard somebody come in that wasn't a nurse or a doctor.
That's correct.
If you heard them come in?
The alarm went off. Obviously.
Wait. Let me talk to her. You heard someone come in? You didn't see him?
Mm-mm.
Then how do you know it wasn't a nurse or doctor if you didn't see him?
Why would they turn off her oxygen?
Be quiet! Let her talk!
Well, usually when they came to check on me and, stuff like that. And this time they didn't, so I thought it was kind of strange.
Okay, but if you said you heard him, but you didn't see him. Nurses come and go out of rooms all the time, sweetheart. That doesn't mean that just because they didn't speak to you doesn't mean anything. I'm a nurse. I work those floors. We walk in and out of patients' rooms all the time. So if you just heard them and didn't see them, there would be no way of you knowing whether it was a nurse or not.
I did open my eyes up, but it was too late. Whoever it was had already left.
But why would the alarm go off on her oxygen sensor?
Because if the hose gets kinked, Vaughn, a number of things could happen to make the alarm go off.
Mm-hmm.
The hose could get kinked. A number of things could happen.
It just happened to be a coincidence that somebody walked in, and then
she just said she didn't know if it was a doctor or a nurse.
And then an orderly came in and had to hook everything back up. But that's all a coincidence, right? That's all a coincidence? Bullshit. Bullshit.
She just said she didn't see
She didn't get a chance to see who did it. Well,
okay.
If they come in and they jerk the shit out and then they run, of course you're not going to see.
Oh my God! See, now you're making stuff up.
Who said
Why would anybody murder her? Like, that makes no sense.
Because they saw these stupid ass hate videos on YouTube about us. That's why.
But no, let's go back.
They tried to kill you, not her.
No, they'll kill her to get to me.
The point is, she didn't hear. Or she only heard, she did not see. And as soon as the person walked out of the room, her alarm went off. That doesn't, so what? Alarms go off on those things.
Yeah, it's all a big coincidence, right? All big coincidence.
Yeah, it's a coincidence.
The orderly had to go back in and put everything back in place.
And you're turning
the alarm off. But it's all big coincidence, right?
You're turning a coincidence that happens. Those alarms go
I don't believe in coincidences, sweet cheeks. I stopped believing in coincidence a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, I know. You turn them all into conspiracy theories.
The only thing I remember is after I looked around to see if anybody was in there and they weren't. I went back to sleep because it was late at night.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wake up again. Next thing I know, they're coming in there with the oxygen tanks and everything, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, because you almost fucking died. That's why.
They don't. Excuse me.
According to this bitch, though, you can't die.
They
The
did tell
oxygen.
me that I was
Excuse
dying
me.
because I stopped
Oh my
breathing in
God.
my sleep.
They told her
Which is
that
why they
she's.
put me on oxygen.
Hey,
that's
They
why
were
put
monitoring
you.
the charts.
Oh, that's why they put you on.
Hey.
The
They, yeah, like before they came in, like I thought I was dreaming, like because I was so out of it because of the medication.
Right.
The one guy yelled out, "Oh shit!" and then he comes running into the room.
Right.
And
they don't use oxygen tanks. The oxygen is in the walls.
Oh, well, in some modern hospitals, yes, but in older hospitals, we still have tanks.
Yeah, they don't have tanks in the room.
They came in with huge tanks. Listen to what you said.
God.
They came in with huge tanks. They came in with
huge. Why would they need a huge tank for her? You're making stuff up, dude.
She's not making it up, damn it.
The story is changing. The story keeps changing.
The story hasn't changed a bit. She just explained it to you.
Progressing though.
Her story doesn't change. It's yours that changes, Vaughn.
Can I say something here?
Okay.
So quit your fucking lying. God damn.
All he did was try to confront you on the accusations that you made.
Anyway, you talked over her and he talked
No,
over
I
her.
didn't.
So let's get her
answer
again, this time for the fucking record. What did they say to you when they come running into your room with oxygen tanks? That you was about to die. Thank you very fucking much.
No, sweetheart.
The defense rests, bitch.
Nurses
The defense rests, bitch.
Nurses do not tell patients.
The defense rests.
Yeah, you have no defense.
Now, you've been caught lying right here on this show.
She hasn't lied the whole time.
Ban your ass for it.
Your wife just lied.
No, my wife did not lie.
Your wife just lied. I've been a nurse.
There's no reason to lie.
I've been a nurse for 26 years. Never have I ever told a patient, you almost died. Even when we've brought patients back after they've coded and we've had patients almost died, you never tell a patient you almost died.
Yeah,
no one tells a patient that shit.
I remember that from like training in as a mental health clinician. We were told never to say that shit.
You never tell a patient
they
that.
did say before that they wasn't supposed to tell anybody, but
oh wow. Get her out of here. She's saying whatever he wants her to say.
No, she's not saying that. I'm not manipulating her in any way.
Do you have your hand up her ass?
I'm not manipulating her in any way.
Oh my God, dude! You have no idea how much you manipulate that child.
Like a puppeteer and
shit.
Wow!
I'm making you say things.
The story just keeps changing and getting bigger.
The story ain't changed none. The story's been the same, consistent.
Dude.
Somebody come in and cut her oxygen off, and they come running in the fucking room because the alarm went off and got her oxygen working again. That story has never changed, bitch.
Do you know how
You're the
often,
one that keeps saying it's changing. I ain't changed
often, Do you know
I
how
haven't
often
changed a damn thing.
those
You're the one that
alarms
keeps
go
saying
off?
the story changed.
Do you have any idea how often those alarms
Do you have
go
any
off?
idea how many years as an orderly I have? I bet it's more than you have as a nurse.
I bet not.
I bet you it is. I'm almost 50. How old are you?
Old enough. I'm right behind you, sweetheart.
See, there we go.
Excuse me. I'm 47, but I don't look anything like you.
All right, guys. Can I reiterate what I've heard? Between all the yelling, here is the story that I've heard. Okay, the story I've heard is that while she was in there, it is believed while she was basically sleeping, and she had woke up a little bit, an alarm went off. Some kind of tube had been cut or whatever. I'm not a doctor. And here's what I hear. So the doctor comes in. She hears the alarm. She ends up going back to sleep. That's what I heard. Right. And if I got it incorrect, I will go back, listen to the stream. But I have to be honest with you guys. I can't understand anybody's story when everybody's yelling at each other.
Well, if Father Judgment hadn't come in and played the fucking original hangout all over again, we would have probably heard something.
Brett, I'll be right back. I'm stepping away from my computer.
Okay. That's what I heard.
Well, you just created a new hate video, Brett. Congratulations, everybody.
Vaughn, where were you during the situation whenever this happened?
I wasn't there, man. I was
talking. Yeah, that's right. I woke up and I was talking to you when they was about to put it on, because I remember you was doing a show that night. I remember writing it in the chat.
I was doing a blog TV show. That's right.
And then when you
I was
said
doing a blog
that,
TV show.
you kind of got quiet and you was like, what the fuck, you know?
That's right. I was doing a blog TV show.
So basically,
And then it was right after that.
unfortunately, one of the reasons why the story might seem kind of hazy because you weren't exactly there, and she was in and out of consciousness from
Correct.
So I mean, it doesn't make it any less a dangerous situation, but
the point is, though, my story has not changed. Her oxygen got cut off. Somebody did it. The alarm went off. They come running in there with the oxygen tanks to turn her oxygen back on.
I mean, it's possible
Simple as
it
that.
could have been one of your heirs because of all the hate videos.
Well, that's
Or
what
it
I'm
could just
saying.
be like
See,
a
this
random
dumb
person.
broad here thinks that these hate videos don't influence anybody. They do. You get somebody that's a little off in the head, they get on YouTube, they see, oh, this Von Helton, he's a pedophile. And I can't reach Von Helton, but I see his wife's in the hospital, so I'll go and I'll do something to her.
I remember reading a story like...
This shit happened. This shit's in the news all the fucking time.
Did you read about that article where this
guys,
I think it was a house
guys,
that they were interested in.
Yeah.
So they go over to the
Vaughn,
and they
Vaughn, I understand that this is a very, very hard issue to deal with, and these hate videos are annoying, but I mean, if you don't know who actually did it, it's not a good idea to make a video stating that someone on the internet did it.
Well, how else would it? I mean, why? Nobody else knows her except people on the internet.
Well, you know
her all the way down in fucking Alabama.
A lot of hospitals have mental wards, psychiatric wards, kids running around. A child could run in and person.
Yeah, but the patients are going to be easily spotted and put back. You know.
But you know, if you make a video, if you make a video accusing someone of murder and stuff, you know that people are going to say, "Well, where's the evidence? How do you know that?"
Oh, I know it's going to be hard to prove. But the point is that the medical records, not court records, medical records will show that her oxygen was indeed turned off, that they did rush into the room and turn her oxygen back on. That's a matter of medical record. Okay, that's not in the fucking dispute. Okay, that's something that I can actually show to the fucking judge and say, here you go, judge, here's the medical records where somebody did come in her room, shut off her fucking oxygen, and they had to come in and turn the shit back on again. And this bitch right here is going to try and claim that there ain't nobody out there crazy enough to do that shit. Bullshit. It's in the paper all the fucking time.
My suggestion is in the future, if any personal business comes up at all, or you feel the urge to share personal stuff, just remember it's the internet.
Right. Well, you would hope that people would not do shit like that, but shit happens. Things happen. The newspaper's full of people that go crazy and fucking shoot up a goddamn bar or something. It's fucking news is full of shit like that. You get somebody on the internet, they go on YouTube and they see a hate video about me. They see a hate video about her, and they fucking come and try to kill her ass. I don't know.
Crazy psycho.
We don't know if it's from a hate video though, or
no. But the hate videos on YouTube sure as fuck ain't helping things.
Yeah.
Why aren't they men and women and delete their fucking hate videos? How about trying that? How about being a man and saying, okay, I'm done with my fun. I'll delete all the fucking hate content and I'll go on and live my fucking life normally and spend time with my children or my wife or my significant other. How about that? But see, we're not going to do that, are we? We're not going to do that. We're not going to be rational human beings. We're going to be a fucking bunch of fucking trolls and terrorists and a bunch of fucking haters. And we're going to leave all that hate up there so that it'll influence new people every fucking day. Every day, new people are influenced by that shit.
You have an opportunity, an ample opportunity here to. I know that you're mad at the individual in question that's in the room, but if you guys are screaming at each other and you're calling each other bitch and all this stuff, there's a chance here that this could be an ability for you to be able to work out the problem with this person.
You don't negotiate with her, Brett. Do not negotiate with her. I've tried that shit with the Delphi
person who may leave some aggravating comments every once in a while. It's not a terrorist.
Yeah. There's the mic right there. You got to speak into the mic, though. Stop being shy and speak in the damn mic.
There's some people out there who can be immature and do some